So we got that out of the way, and we got that out of the way. And as the sun sets on a beautiful day here in Charlian, what do you say we begin on our journey to bonus dungeon number 1 in Endwalker? And to get that started, we'll be speaking with this Loprit known as Jamingway. Let's go ahead and speak with him to take on his quest entitled Where No Loprit Has Gone Before. Jamingway is in need of your brains and brawn. Mostly the latter.
Rika! You are Rika, yes? Oh, thank you ever so much for coming. In truth, I've been searching all over for you. You see, there is the most pressing matter for which I could use your wisdom and expertise.
How so?
Oh, but we haven't actually been introduced yet, have we? The name's Jamingway. I had the honor of serving as the communications officer aboard the Ragnarok. So anyhow, to the matter I spoke of, it began the other day when my curiosity got the better of me, and I decided to send a reconnaissance probe to Ultima Thule to investigate the environs. Imagine my surprise when my robotic friend responded just a short while ago with the most urgent and dire distress signal. A distress signal from Ultima Thule? Now, even after you and your companions mercifully put an end to the threat of the final days? Surely this intrigues and worries you as much as it does me. I was just about to venture there to investigate further, but there's no telling what dangers might await. And I am a communications officer, not an adventurer. Please join me at Thalmazane so we may boldly go where you have gone before.
Or maybe he jams some enemy transmission signals or something. I don't know, but in any event, we gotta go down to Aporia to do this quest. Yeah, you can't fly any further. We'll just head all the way back to Jamingway and see that the Ragnarok is back in the home that it belongs to. So, Jamingway.
Rika, I knew you'd come. Clearly, we have inquiring minds and a crushing need to be of use in common. Anyway, I'm pleased to report that the Ragnarok has already been prepared for our journey. A journey that, fortunately, will not require the massive quantities of ether that were necessary for our previous voyage beyond the stars. How can this be, you wonder? How's if I know? Whether it is a parting gift from Mother, or perhaps the manifestation of Meteon's true desire, this vessel is strongly connected to Ultima Thule. So strongly, in fact, that it somehow simultaneously exists in both locations. Here in Labyrinthos, and out the edge of the universe.
How so?
Is this making more sense to you now? No? Well, it matters little. What matters is that we get to the other side and see what is troubling my dearest probe. On that note, let us be off.
So obviously we'll be back at base, and yeah, now for those of you who are wondering, they now always play Theme 2. So it's the version with the lyrics in it.
See, the Ragnarok exists here as surely as it did, and does, back in Labyrinthos. With the vessel forming a conduit of sorts, we may also easily teleport between the two locations. Convenient, won't you say? Precisely because the locations are so indelibly connected to each other, however, I fear that whatever has triggered my probe's distress signal has the potential to threaten Labyrinthos as well, and so I would investigate without delay. Let's see now. It would seem the distress signal is coming from base Omicron, not far from here. Let's hope my automaton friend can enlighten us as to the situation.
Alright. So as you make the journey to the other side, I will too. Oh, and a bonus quest is available. Really? Yeah, an epilogue quest comes along, and in fact, a whole bunch of them have appeared in Riatara. A whole bunch have appeared in the Roots of the Iya. This is a first. Adding a whole bunch of new side quests after the main story. That is a first. So obviously I gotta set a stream aside to check out all this new content. But tonight we'll focus on this. Jamingway, over to you.
Ah, Rika, this is my precious Reconnaissance automaton. And yet, it would appear this good-for-nothing bucket of bolts has gotten its oily paws all over it. Please stand by for a moment while I give it a good talking to.
Yeah, someone is practicing on the striking dummies behind.
You miserable sack of sockets! What in heaven's name do you think you're doing with my also valuable automaton?
Completing logic circuits. N7000 categorically denies the accusations of this hirsute organism. An advanced life form such as N7000 has no need for such outdated technology. Oh, it's one of the little robot rabbits from Mare Lamentorum. On the contrary, this unit took pity on this makeshift machine and the primitive society which created it, and deigned to issue a warning.
Primitive? Outdated? I'll show you primitive and outdated, you... Wait, what is this warning you speak of?
Initiating simplification to explain in imprecise terms that your crude mind might comprehend. Sometime after the organic life form known as Rika came in contact with M017, the Omicrons noticed an irregularity. What was that? Specifically, a powerful burst of energy from the remnants of a lost world.
No doubt a reaction to Rika and her companions defeating the Ant Singer.
Fortunately, though energy wave itself caused no appreciable damage, less fortunately, it housed within it an encoded message from the strategic matrix known as Stigma 1. The message contained a single word, a single command: live.
That seems innocent enough. Whatever is the problem?
This message reached the sensors of Stigma 4, a logistics matrix that has long lain dormant. Shocked back to life at the behest of its fellow intelligence, it has resumed its duties in constructing weapons of mass destruction. Oh no. Furthermore, there is a statistical probability of 99% that it will launch a full-scale assault on your eminently detectable home planet as soon as production is complete. And I was about to say delectable. Like, oh no. Can't produce weapons if you're exploded, or perhaps we can move its power source somehow. Yeah. What if we beat you to it? This unit projects that this would be less than ideal. Stigma 4 production capabilities are necessary to ensure that the Omicron's existence is maintained in perpetuity. Disabling or destroying it is incompatible with the command issued by Stigma 1.
Is there no way we might simply change its mind? Is Stigma 4 convinced that war is essential to its survival? Could we not persuaded that an unprovoked offensive might threaten its existence even more?
Unprovoked offensive? The grubby organic lifeform's proposition has merit. As a military information and operations specialist, this unit does possess the capability to rewrite the memory banks of other artificial intelligences. If this unit were to hack Stigma 4's neural core and implant the memory that such an offensive once led not to victory, but to failure and near eradication, it must logically conclude that preemptive attack is ill-advised. To accomplish this unit will access Stigma 4 and use a dimensional manipulator to generate a virtual environment stimulating its memories of war. You must traverse the environment and nullify Stigma 4's expectations of victory. That's where we come in.
That sounds simple, and not at all likely to get us killed. What do you say, Rika?
Leave the fighting to us. It's worth a try, or it can't be tough than Omega, right? Right? Yeah, leave the fighting to us. We'll leave Omega to Corinne. Commencing Strategic Operations Protocol. All participants in the mission, please accompany this unit to the access point at once. And off you go. So let's go and follow it. Yeah, it's not that far, but of course, we have to dress for combat. So let's go. So across the crazy hexagonal plains of this area here at Base Omicron to get to our intended destination, which is right over here. From this access point, it will be possible for this unit to establish a communications interface with Stigma 4's neural network. You may be interested to know that this is the first time this unit has been able to perform its intended function since the day it was commissioned. This unit is honored and will do its utmost to maximize the probability of success.
Are you saying that you've never actually done this before? You really had me going with your advanced intelligence talk, but at least my probe had work experience.
The flea-ridden life form's evaluation is inaccurate. This unit is equipped with dynamic functionality. It simply has not encountered technology formidable enough to require its full capabilities before. More significantly, this unit has succeeded in establishing the interface with Stigma 4. All that remains is for you to enter the simulation and use whatever puny weapons are at your disposal to destroy the core that lies within. That should see the Matrix sufficiently traumatized. This unit will remain in this physical space to ensure the communication interface remains stable as you carry out the operation. And do take care, though the environment is virtual, any pain you suffer within will feel quite real. That sounds creepy. But here we are, our first bonus dungeon after beating the main story, the Stigma Dreamscape. So let's go ahead and take a look down the list and see what we're getting ourselves into. The Stigma Dreamscape. For the first time since the fall of its civilization, the warmongering Stigma 4 is awake, its unbeating heart set on conquering a distant star. Yours. Omicron N7000 believes that the most effective means of deterrence is to convince its subconscious circuits of how poorly it would fare against Highland's champion, and is open a path to allow you to implant a pseudo-memory of just such a contest. Thus does it fall to you to answer the question, of what do matrices dream? Well, it's definitely not electric sheep. So, you have to be no lower than item level 540 to go into this place. So, let's make our way in there. And so, here's our first bonus dungeon for Endwalker, the Stigma Dreamscape. A virtual environment where it basically is the Matrix. Yeah, we got robots fighting against each other, we got machines fighting against each other, there are fact checkers here like there are in Omega. And as we pan on over, yeah, we're faded out, we just need Alpha to give us a hand. But for whatever reason, we don't need Alpha to give us a hand to materialize and be able to get this thing moving. Quality waifu, huh? I challenge that notion. Alright, shall we? Yeah, shooting off into like a star. Or that's actually the paladin. Is that the paladin's weapon that's doing that fancy blue and red glowing, or is that an ability? I honestly have no idea. Yeah, what the heck is that? Yeah, maybe the paladin has already done the bonus content for the new 8-player raid and we haven't seen anything representative of it until just now? Right there, waifu. Yeah, let's give everything we got. And make sure we don't overstrain the tether. Yeah, that's really cool. Oh, look out. We keep going around the horn. now for you to get eating my Whirlwind Thrust as the fancy giant golden multi-sword moves come from the Paladin. See, as we get a bit of a description here from N7000 of what exactly you are getting ourselves into. And you can see we have an assembly line. We got an assembly line of giant robots being built to go and torment people across the universe. So let's keep following. Get as much damage as we can on these things. Around the corner. Okay, so let's unleash. Hit as hard as we can. Alright, there we go. We got a lot on my system. Oh, now we got a shift. Alright, take that. Okay, keep it going. Alright, jump into you. Yeah, we'll save our power for whatever waits us next, which appears to be a giant red eyeball. And it represents mini-boss number 1. The Proto-Omega. Alright, Tank, I'm ready if you are. Let's go. Alright, waifu. Let's do what needs to be done. Because, yeah, you may have noticed we have some fancy new things to keep an eye on. You saw a set of arrows that were spreading out. Kind of gives you a tell as to which side of the field you should move from. Of course, if the tank is angling permanently to one direction, it can't really help me out. Oh, then we got Stack Mech. Yeah, an oldie but a goodie. Or a baddie, depending on who you're talking to. And yeah, this one becomes with an extra bonus of knocking you back. So yeah, they're now starting to add little twists into mechanics that you've seen for a long time. Then, now we have a situation where I have a missile tethered to me. Yeah, you've probably seen other things like the orbs tethered to you when you're doing the fight against Vanna. And so yeah, those missiles basically follow a similar principle. And they do leave you a parting gift with fire on the floor. So we'll be fine not needing to worry about the tank buster there. Here's a little... Oh, make sure we use the Star Diver. Gotta use the Star Diver. Okay, I can see which side the AoE is gonna spray on. Yeah, fortunately I had the opportunity to do these dungeons earlier today with Shinji before I came on the air. Alright, I've been tethered again. But now there's a little extra detail to worry about. Yeah, trying to pull it away as much as we can, and it just explodes harmlessly. Alright, now the Stack Mech's on me. I do want to maneuver this in such a way... Oh, wow. I was set up by my Star Diver so well, and I hit frame perfect, and I didn't get knocked back. That was cool. Yeah, that had to have been frame perfect with that Star Diver. Alright, there we go. Hey, Papa, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Alright, first mini-boss down. Yeah, we gotta go in here now. Eventually. Yeah, now we're seeing a memory of an encounter with another star, where they sought to obtain the rich mineral resources of the asteroid belts. As we witness this encounter going on between the various Omicrons and what they just destroyed. Well, gotta run here. Yeah, we're getting left behind. Trying to land a hit somehow. And yeah, dodge all of that. You know, those will stun the crap out of you because you're getting the opportunity to really hurt the tank here. Alright, going up and going down. And there's the fancy golden swords. Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt that aside from Summoner, Paladin, as far as upgrading for visuals of skills, got the best one in this expansion. I mean, how can you not say no to raining down giant golden swords onto enemies' heads? Oh, my inventory is getting small. You're gonna have to check into that again. As the robots continue to claim victims. Yeah, we gotta keep pushing. Oh, look out. Also, I pushed too soon. Yeah, I got a little too trigger happy there. Well, here, use the Wormwind Thrust. Oh, while shifting position when needed to in order to ensure our safety. Alright, take that. And launch. Good, it counts. And more fancy giant golden swords. Yeah, we're definitely getting treated to a light show here tonight. Oh, get ready? Alright, it's down. We're free to go. Yeah, everyone was trolling like they were gonna go and get that, but they all decided to pass. Onto the second giant red eye. And in front of it is the Arch Lambda. Away we go. Since this I have Limit Break immediately, we will go ahead and probably use it. Alright, go. Now we gotta get ready for this fancy little driving. Because, yeah, wherever it's gonna go, it's where it stops that we need to get to. Because of this. Yeah, it likes to troll you by driving around wildly and then thinking that it's left you completely exposed to getting sprayed with a massive AoE. But of course, there's not really much you can do about a raid-wide attack. And take this. Oh, more golden swords. Yeah, they're kind of going to waste though. Oh, but I can see what you're doing here. It's similar to what Tesleen did over in Holminster Switch. Yeah, we all ended up taking pretty good damage out of that. Alright, another Wormwind Thrust. Alright, here he goes. About to drive again. Yeah, I kind of got run over twice, but I was trying to ensure that I could get to safety over here. Thankfully, it didn't hurt all that much. Damage was basically negligible. But this Atomic Flame will probably hurt quite a bit. And Dragon Fire Dive you. Oh, running away again. Alright, yeah, I see you. And there we go. Yeah, thankfully I did. Yeah, it's not, yeah, I did mention Tesleen, but it's not quite Tesleen. Like we did that the dot order that is used. Like that's what she does, or part of what she does, but it's not done in the same way. Alright, on to round 3. And now they're on the Dragon Star. Where all the fancy red plants even grow here too. But that's not all. We're sliding down! Alright, let's go. Yeah, after our little impromptu roller coaster. I gotta get through these things and start giving them what for. Take this. As I try to hook up with the waifu again. Oh, yeah, I know. This is just so awkward to say, hook up with the waifu. It's not my fault that whoever is on using their controller or the keyboard on the opposite end chose to name themselves that. Because, yeah, obviously it's a name for kicks, and oh my. Well, I've already completely got a full inventory. Well then. What can go away? Yeah, that's the thing. What can go away? Because I don't have many good options here. At least get this up. Ah, couldn't quite. Alright, go. And launch that at you guys as more golden swords rain down. Yeah, we haven't seen the full brunt of what you can do until now. And take this. And then take that as we go for our ever popular triple crown. Alright, take this. And then that's. Yeah, all the while, things are flying overhead, machines and dragons alike. Oh, we made it to the final boss. We made it here, and so now we get to see what we're dealing with. As we get to look at Giant Red Eye number 3, which will bring us the final boss. Which in this case is itself. Transforming into Stigma 4. Yeah, that's quite an eye you turned into. It kind of does, actually. It kind of does. Alright, let's go. Final boss of the Stigma landscape. And yeah, as you can see, we got a whole bunch of fancy light shows for you to enjoy. Yeah, everyone's moving over to the side, and with good reason. Because we gotta run over here and fight this thing. Yeah, this thing likes to send a whole bunch of friends along the way, and they do self-destruct if you aren't fast enough. we have a hybrid dragon. He's gonna try and light it up here. Okay, he's just feeding a whole bunch of stuff right now. He was not at all as aggressive with this when I was doing this with Shinji, but as you can see, we have the fancy flying fist from the penultimate level of Omega, among other things. Now we have to make a run for it because that is a telltale sign for us to stand back. And go. Alright, so now this is the tell to get within its circle there. Alright, keep going. English is hard. Yeah, you're just getting really frustrated with what's going on here. But now we have a little Lorelei inspiration. I need to position myself in just such a way that I walk into the circle and ensure my safety. Yeah, we're going back to the Siren Song Sea with some inspiration here. Alright, load up with that. Find waifu, because we got more things coming in. Yeah, as in more flying Omega Fists. Yeah, where's the dynamic jammer when we need it? And then we got you coming in. Gotta deal with your antics again. As you're hitting the self-destruct button. Alright, now back over here. Yeah, now we have a 10 minutes. Or not 10 minutes, 10 seconds. So step back. And then walk into safety. As more of the golden swords rain down. Where will you come from next? It's another flying fist set. Take this. Meanwhile, oh! Yeah, no way to save myself from that. And then over here to deal more pain. I do have Limit Break available for the double. We'll use it right now. Lock and load. And cut off nearly half of its health. That's what I call a good result. Before too long, we are going to be seeing this thing trying to take over one last random ad, but it is going to be to no avail. We got it. Yeah, it's short-circuiting. And this giant eye is now going to short-circuit and basically blow up. It's now blind. And for those of you who are wondering, when do we finally get to see the happy emote again when you defeat a dungeon? There you go. Tank, you're the only one around, so that means you get the calm, but thank you for the necklace! Even though I already have it! Yeah, I've got this one already. And I swept the comms! Well, how's that for a statement? Alright there, Mr. N7000. What do you gotta say about that? Yeah, and also the fancy Stigma 4-Eye now just floating here. Operation status success. Stigma 4 has abandoned its military offensive. N7000 submits new orders to Stigma 4. Stigma 4 is instructed to immediately cease production of all weapons and attack units and initiate production of diplomatic hologram units. Analysis of memory data complete. Further pursuit of planned invasion is calculated to have a 99.999992464% probability of resulting in utter annihilation, and 7,000 orders are deemed strategically and logistically sound. Reconfiguring production infrastructure.
Say fuck, glowing eyeball! Oh, my dear 7th and 7,000, I apologize for all those times I called you a sack of bolts. Why, you're the most impressive military information and operations unit I've ever met.
And probably also the only one. This unit expresses its gratitude to the hero Rika and the soft-looking organic life form. This unit could not have succeeded without your help. Yeah, gotta scratch its head. This also marks the completion of this unit's duties. With the invasion halted indefinitely, there remains no military operation or conflict requiring this unit's functions, preparing to shut down and enter permanent energy-saving hibernation.
Like, shut down? What nonsense is this? Did you not receive an order to live just a short time ago? Eternal sleep doesn't sound like living to me. Come on, Rika. Say something and set this bolthead straight, won't you?
Well, what do we tell him? Why not put your abilities to work for peace, or to shut down would be inconsistent with the orders Sir gave you? We're only bringing up Sir now? Put your abilities to work for peace.
She's right. You were told to live, and live is what you will do. If you don't have a war to wage anymore, you can use your talents to bring in a new future of peace and hope.
But what are the appropriate protocols? This unit possesses little practical experience in peacetime operations.
You can access Stigma 4, can you not? By interfacing with its memory banks, why not you be able to, say, find knowledge of lost civilizations? Civilizations that you might simulate for the edification of those who live now.
Indeed, such a task would be within this unit's capabilities. But what about when that task is complete? Without an ongoing mission, sooner or later this unit is bound to lose its purpose. What happens then? What does happen then? As he flips his ears to try and figure it out. What do we do with this guy?
Well, let's see now. I suppose you could always open a cafe?
Yeah, a robot running a cafe? What? And out here in the middle of nowhere?
Back in Old Charlian, there's a fine establishment called The Last Stand. People gather there to share food, drink, company, and reasons to meet again.
So yeah, how are we gonna do that?
Rika delivered her world from the brink of despair and helped people dream of a brighter future once more. What if we could do the same for the other civilizations Meteion found?
Certainly very ambitious. This unit finds the furry lifeform suggestion difficult to process. And yet, realizing accurate simulations of myriad civilizations, including those the Omicrons have not encountered, would undoubtedly challenge this unit to the fullest. It is a reason to remain active for the foreseeable future.
Precisely! See, I knew when I was onto something here. Speaking of here, Rika, do you know anywhere nearby that could use a good cafe?
Yeah, that's gonna be quite a hard one to figure out. But it seems like she's got one. Yeah. What place do I know of, apparently?
There's an empty structure that might be suited for to the necropolis? Well, why didn't you say so sooner?
You're probably wondering, what are we talking about? Well, shall we go there? Because that's where we're ending the quest. Away we go. As long as we come in and see everything here. There's even a Gordona Guardian here for some reason. And so, yeah, we did come across this place before.
Well, would you look at that? A spacious counter, outdoor seating, and a fine layer of homey grey dust. Best of all is the view of that massive dead star that Meteon was lurking in for ages, looming ominously overhead. People are going to love this!
But where are they going to come from?
Think about it. It's poetic. The very place where hope was nearly extinguished forevermore, now a beacon of it.
This unit has still not fully processed the concept of a cafe, but will simulate elements of lost civilizations as its ongoing mission.
That'll be just fine, N7000. You focus on what you do best and leave the rest to me. I'll have you know I learned a thing or two about preparing and serving victuals and beverages at my time at the last stand. Not to mention that I've come up with the perfect name for our new establishment. The Last Drinks! An inspiring moniker, wouldn't you say?
This unit is unable to process this statement. It must defer to the furry lifeform's judgment. Yeah, you'll figure it out somehow.
I'll take that as a yes. Now we best get to work. There are many preparations to be made before we are ready to open for business. You're more than welcome anytime though, Rika. Oh, and please tell the other Loprits I'm not dead.
Okay, yeah, I think we can tell them that you're alive and well. Yeah, tell them that I'm not dead, they say. Well, in any event, we will take, for completing this quest, our 1,087 experience points, and our Battle Dance Tier 9, and Quick Arm Tier 9 materia, but I might not even be able to hold these things in my possession right now. Because remember, my inventory is full. Oh, I did! I am allowed! Yes! Thankfully I had one of each of these in my possession. Oh, yeah. That definitely takes a lot off my mind. Speaking of which, I should probably just stuff my saddlebag for now. Fill it up so I don't keep running into this problem for the time being at least. Alright, that is one of the 2 bonus dungeons. Now let's go back to Old Charlene and pick up the other.